Hi, and welcome to Knitting Downsized. My name is Katie, and this is a podcast about knitting, about life in a camper as a family of four with a little doggy, and about my family and our expeditions and things that we do. Fun activities, I guess, that we do. So thanks for stopping by today. First off, I am wearing just a quick beanie that I made out of Swamp Bunny. My good friends over at Swamp Bunny, they dyed this yarn, so it's mohair in a single like pinky color. They dyed it for me for my birthday a couple years ago, and I just whipped up a quick beanie. I don't have a pattern for it. I don't remember how many stitches I did. It's just really nice. I definitely recommend doing a mohair with a fingering weight or single ply. It makes such a good hat. Now, when it is warm, it does get a little itchy, but just around your baseline. But it is definitely a warm, super lightweight hat. This is a sweater that I made for Kevin. It is a flax. I've told you I've made so many of this sweater, but it's a flax sweater, and I purchased this yarn. You can't really tell, but I purchased this yarn. It is from a mill that was here in Western North Carolina. It was out in, I think, Weaverville, Canton, somewhere out towards Asheville. It was called Echo View Valley. I always say the wrong one. But they were here in Asheville, and they used a lot of local wool and alpaca. A lot of their stuff was mostly alpaca. So they had a huge second sale, excuse me, I'm still kind of yucky, where they invited the public into their mill and got rid of a bunch of their seconds. So I purchased this sweater. I think it was like $5 a ball, and I think this is like 8 skeins or balls of yarn. So like $40 for this sweater, and it's alpaca and wool, and it's local. So it's a really super warm sweater. I didn't do the arms quite long enough for Kevin. It has kind of shrunk a little bit, but I didn't do the arms long enough because I ran out of yarn. I think I needed 1 extra skein of yarn to really make the sleeves long enough, but I didn't do the bumps down the arms like the flax. I just did straight arms, but it's kind of my, just kind of hang around the house sweater. It does pill like no other. Ugh. And I guess because it's such a soft fiber that it does that, and because this is such a contact point from where I'm moving and knitting and stuff, so it does pill pretty good, but they come off really easy. So if you can get a hold of some of their yarn, I definitely recommend it. They did a lot of bulky and a lot of like different fibers, like different weights, like really bulky, just like bulky stuff. I saw a lot. That was a lot of what they did. So that's what I'm wearing. I've had this sweater for several years. I love it. Super warm and just kind of a basic sweater. So now on to the knit along. So we have been knitting together since Christmas. We did a quick knit along, and we hashtagged it with #knittingdown on Instagram, but you guys commented here on the last 2 YouTubes, podcasts, that's the word, y'all. My brain's done for the day, but so we did the quick knit along, and the whole purpose of the knit along was to start something on Christmas, if you could, just in the afternoon of Christmas. I know my family, we slow down kind of, after Christmas dinner or after Christmas lunch. We slow down and the kids play with their toys and we turn on a Christmas movie. And I thought, what a good time to cast something on and start a new project. And whether it's small, I started socks, and so a lot of folks actually started socks and hats. One person from the knit along started a sweater and finished the sweater by New Year's, which I think is amazing. And it wasn't a pattern sweater, like not even like a basic raglan. It actually had like pattern stitches in it. So I think that's super cool. So we did the quick knit along, and my friends over at Swamp Bunny donated some prizes, and I went to Sundragon Fiber. I'm gonna get it wrong. Sundragon Art and Fiber, I believe, in Brevard, North Carolina today. That is my local yarn store, and I purchased some goodies for the prizes as well. So I have something super fancy to show you guys. So instead of putting everything in a spreadsheet and doing it that way, I thought it would be fun if I just put everybody's name in a cup and draw like right now. So I have 2 prizes. I was just gonna do 1, but Swamp Bunny, they donated enough that I could do 2 prizes. So I got enough like extra little stuff at Sundragon today to do 2 prizes. And of course, Maggie decides to eat right now during during my podcast. So anyway, hang on just a minute. I'm gonna move the food. Okay, so I'm really sorry. Commercial break. Okay, so Maggie's food bowl is like right here, and she will eat the whole food bowl while I'm trying to podcast. So don't worry, I'll put it right back down. She has snacked and ate with us all day long, so she's not starving. I think she's just bored eating. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. So I put them in my really cool Mama Kwan's cup. If you guys are ever in the Outer Banks and you're in Kill Devil, go to Mama Kwan's. It's a really cool like Asian restaurant. So definitely check them out. So I'm drawing for 2 prizes today, and I'll show you the prizes in just a minute. I wanted to go ahead and do them up front instead of, like some podcasts, they wait till the very end and I'm like on pins and needles. So I thought we'd go ahead and do them right now. So the first one is, let's see, it is Lauren. She posted on YouTube, and she started a Fos Vien sweater. I have no idea how to say that, but Lauren, Lorien. I will post in the comment section my email address. If you will send me your information, your address and information to my email address, that would be fantastic, and I'll get this prize out to you. So Lauren, you have won Swamp Bunny. So they donated a skein of fingering. I'll flip it over. So they donated a skein of fingering sock yarn because I started socks. So they donated this really awesome skein of superwash. So it is 75/25, 463 yards, and the color is Biscayne Bay. So it's this really pretty turquoise. So they donated this skein of sock yarn and this really cute sock bag. So let me show you. So you put your little ball of yarn in there and you button it up. Boom. So it's like a little sock bag. The bottom's squarular. So you put your little ball of yarn and you can knit out of it. So that's one of their little bags. So it matches. So this is that. And then you've got my daughter picked you out a ruler, a cute little fox ruler, and some Sundragon little goodies from Sundragon. So that is Lauren. So Lauren, I hope I'm saying your name right. Please get a hold of me. I'm going to leave my email address below in the information for this video. Please get a hold of me and I will send it out to you as soon as possible. So the next person, I'm just going to pick this one. Okay, the next person that won is Samantha N, and you posted down below on YouTube as well, and you started the Mooncatcher beanie. And I think the Mooncatcher beanie is by Dragon Horde Yarn. So you have won 2 skeins of single ply Swamp Bunny singles. Oh, and you want a cute little pin, but 2 skeins of Swamp Bunny singles, enough to do a really cute shawl. And this one isn't coming up as good as I would like it to, but this is kind of a very faint, kind of pinky, peachy color. So this one is Wrinkled Linen, and this one is Everglades. The Everglades is one of my favorite colors of theirs, other than the mustard that they do. But I love the Everglades color. So you've won these 2 skeins. A cute, this is Katrinkles. North Carolina is for knitters. Little needle gauge. And then some cute little things from Sun Dragon as well. Some little, oh, you can't even see. This is Sun Dragon's little logo. It's a little, am I holding it right? Oh. It's a little dragon with yarn and stuff. So, and then some of their little stitch markers. So, Samantha N, if you will get a hold of me, just shoot me an email with your information and I will get you your prize out as soon as possible as well. So, there's that. Hopefully, you guys will get a hold of me and I can get it out by this weekend, because next week is probably going to be crazy, especially the beginning of the week and going back to work. Monday and Tuesdays are usually poopy for me because they're my Thursday, Friday. So definitely get a hold of me. Like I said, Swamp Bunny donated the yarn and I purchased the yarn from, or the little goodies from Sun Dragon. So I want to be completely transparent about that. So really thankful. Thank you so much, Swamp Bunny, for donating all the cool prizes to us. I am super excited for you guys to try Swamp Bunny, and I talked to them today, and Sarah and her mom Bonnie, they are gonna gear up and start dyeing again this spring and hopefully get back out there and get, I know they're working on a website and trying to get back out there. They have just amazing yarn. I cannot recommend them enough. Their colorways are really thoughtful and they work really hard at them. So I definitely recommend their yarn. And I'll let you guys know here whenever they get going again, so you can go and order too, because like I said, their mustard is to die for. But also they have really cool speckleds that they do as well. I'm more of a solid. I do a lot of solids, so because I do a lot of color work. So, but I told you guys last week that I had like the itch to go buy yarn, and I totally bought some today. So I'll show you guys that in just a minute. I wanted to show you the progress on my one whip that I've been working on. Work has been really nuts this week. It's just been really crazy when folks are, when we get together for family events and stuff like that, you're rubbing elbows with people, hugging, loving on people, and you spread germs, and then germies, make people sick, and then you come into the emergency department. So you get to see me. So it's been kind of crazy the last week. So all the hospitals I know here in Western North Carolina are pretty packed. And I'm sure they are everywhere right now. Don't go out if you're sick, guys. Stay at home and knit. It's a perfect time. So I wanted to share you my progress. I haven't made a whole bunch of progress, but I'm almost to my color change. So this is my Elise sweater. Yeah, I believe it's Elise. I think I name it something different each episode, but this is my Elise sweater. It is in the Ready Set Raglan book, and it's a little bit better, I guess. It's not as like yellow. It's more mustardy. These are my Malabriga Rios in Frank Ochre and Cocoa. So I'm going to add this really pretty pink on the bottom and then go back to the brown. So I'm just about done with the mustardy Frank Ochre to start the pink. So I have just a little bit left. I'm gonna finish this off. So I always stop too short and then I end up with a semi-crop, like that weird length sweater, and I don't want to do that this time. So I'm gonna finish my Frank Ochre and then I will be done with that, and I can start the pink, do a big chunk of pink, and then ribbing. So hopefully I have time to finish that this week. I haven't really made much progress in knitting this week. I've been really tired. This bug that the kids gave us, this weird virus thing that the kids gave us, is really wearing us out. Kevin and I are both just like real tired. Maybe it's just the season. I don't know. It's making us really tired. So once again, I scratched my buying yarn itch today and I went full out and went crazy. And I shouldn't, because I have so much yarn. But, you know, you just have to sometimes. So I wanted to get started on, or at least get the yarn for, last year I made my daughter a worsted little ripple crop top by Jessie Maed, and highly recommend that. It is such a fun pattern. It's super quick and it looks super cute on little kiddos. My daughter still wears it, and you can see her belly. It's gotten so short on her because in the last year she's just gotten so tall. So I wanted to make her the same sweater for Easter this year. I made it for Easter last year. I'm going to make the same sweater this year, but just in a little bit different color and a different weight. So this is Juniper Moon Farm Bud, and it's 100% cotton. Especially for like a spring summer knit, I want to make her cotton. And it's this kind of like crinkly, that's probably not the correct term, but to me it's like crinkly type yarn. So it's 109 yards, 99 meters. So it is pretty bulky. So I'm probably going to size down in the pattern because it's a worsted pattern. So I'll size down in the pattern a little bit, but I bought 3 skeins, so that should be enough for me to make her just a cute little summer shirt to maybe go over her Easter dress, or last year my mom made us matching Easter overalls, which was super amazing. Maybe I could talk her into making another pair this year. Mom, this is the color we're going for. Last year it was like a lilac is the color that I made her shirt. So I purchased 3 of those, and then they carry Feederbrook Farm. So I absolutely love Spin Cycle. Their yarn is gorgeous, hands down. They know what they're doing over there. The price point is a little bit off for me just because it's just a little off for me. I think that's more like special occasion yarn, like, hey, it's my birthday, I'll get a skein or 2. Because they are 50-gram skeins instead of 100-gram skeins. So to me, Feederbrook makes equally gorgeous yarn, and it's 100-gram skeins with kind of the similar price point, but you get kind of double the yarn. So I let Fiona pick out one today, and this is Symbiosis, which I think is really cool, and it's this crazy pink and purple and blue. So it's still that like barber pole like look. I believe that's the term. And it's like the long color change. This is their DK. So it's Feederbrook Farm, and it's the Entropy. The Entropy DK. 260 yards. And it usually sells for, I think, Sun Dragon sells it for like $33. So but it is a 100-gram skein. I know a lot of places sell Spin Cycle. I think it's like $38 for 50 grams, but they put in the work, and they make a really gorgeous product. So I definitely recommend their yarn. It's just a little bit out of my price point right now. So I purchased for myself, I purchased the same weight, the Entropy DK in oxidation. So oxidation always sells out, and or at least in the quantity that I wanted. I wanted to get enough this time so that way I have enough to do like color work in a sweater, or to do a solid and do this like the main color, like do the solid as the color work. So I purchased a couple skeins of this, and this is in their oxidation. So it's like this really pretty like turquoisey, and then kind of the orangey mustard browns. So I'm super excited about this. I know sometimes they get it and it's in it's more grays. Like this does have a little bit of gray in it, but a lot of times it's more gray, orangey mustard. But I'm really, really super digging this. And it's important if you're gonna buy this type of yarn where it's like barber poly, that you purchase from the same lot, or at least if you're gonna purchase it online, you know, write a note in the comments that you'd like it all from the same lot, because I've noticed like with the Entropy that some of the oxidation is, like I said, a lot more grays instead of like the bluey turquoise. So it each, you know, set, and like this one can be like a lot more purple instead of the pinks. So definitely request the same dye lot if you're trying to do a whole sweater or a whole project with the same color, because it can be vastly different colorway. You know, they use the same colors and the same I guess dyes and things, but the way that they put them together can be different. So definitely request the same dye lot if you're going to do a whole thing. So another company that makes similar yarn to this that also has 100 gram skeins, similar price point, is Yarn Hero. I heard about them on the Grocery Girls. They really rave about them. So definitely, I don't have any experience with them. They do have a very great website, easy to use, easy to navigate. And they do seconds, which I think is really kind of cool. They did a sale a little bit ago for, I think it was like 10% off. So really, those are two things that I really like in a company. So I think anybody likes a good sale. So definitely check those out. Check out Spin Cycle as well. I think, once again, I am not putting them down at all. They make a gorgeous product, and they put the work in to make their gorgeous product. So highly recommend them. They're just a little bit over my price point. So especially if I want to make a sweater, I am usually an extra large in sweater patterns. So I'm usually like the 5th or 6th size. So that's, you know, 12 to like 1,400 yards in a sweater. So that's like a $400 sweater by the time you get enough yarn to do the whole thing. So a little bit out of my price point, but I highly recommend it. I think it's really, really super good yarn. So I definitely scratched that itch today. I wanted to tell you guys about a free pattern that I found online this week. I follow lots of different folks on both my private page, it's private Instagram page, and then my Instagram at Knitting Downsized. I found a company that makes some really cool yarn, Onling, Onling, and if you sign up for their newsletter, they give you a code for a free pattern, a free one of their personally like written patterns, and they've got sweaters and sweater vests and like hats and things. So definitely recommend checking their website out. They have really gorgeous yarn, and their price points are really, really great too. So, and they ship to the US, and I know they ship to Canada. The name sounds like it's not from North America. So it has like the 2 dots, or yeah, like the 2 dots above the O. So I'm pretty sure it's not from North America. But their yarn is absolutely gorgeous, and they have some really cool mohair and Surrey that I really want to try. I would really like to try some of that in a sweater. I might purchase just a skein just to see how it works in maybe like a hat or like a cowl or something. So try them out. Check their website out. Like I said, if you sign up for their newsletter, they send you like a a code to get a free pattern. So I got my code yesterday and I'm checking out their patterns to see what I like. I really want to do a good vest, y'all. I'm like stuck on vest. I really want to do a good vest. But I can't find a pattern that I really like. Oh, check out my Instagram or my Netflix. I had a really cool fireplace going on, but anyway, I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I think we're going to do, once we get to 500 followers on, or subscribers rather, on YouTube, I am going to do I'm really sorry. This is going to start doing craziness. Sorry. Once I get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, I will definitely do another drawing, and maybe 200 followers on Instagram. Maybe those 2 milestones. I don't want to be that, and I'm sorry if that's what you're here for, is a bunch of drawings, but that's not really who I am. So I just like to talk to you guys and share my projects. But I do want to encourage you guys to knit along with us and talk to me and start conversations and stuff. So I think that's more of the lines that my giveaways will be. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope you guys have a really great week. I hope it's gorgeous weather where you're at. And I hope you get tons of knitting done. So have a great week. Bye.